Hi everyone. So I'm going to be going over the example problem that I posted in the How to Dissect a Word Problem webpage. So I will give you the problem. The word problem is you have the option of buying two types of wrapping paper for your friend's birthday party. The first is purple and costs 4 cents per square inch, and the second is a checkered pattern that costs 6 cents per square inch, which is your friend's favorite. The box you're putting in your present has dimensions 7 inches by 4 inches by 11 inches and costs $7.32. If your friend's present costs $14.99 and you have $40 to spend, which wrapping paper can you afford for your friend's birthday? The checkered, the purple, or both? So let's go over this problem. So in the 5 steps that I gave in dissecting a word problem, the first one is writing down all the information that the problem gives us. So let's review this information. So we have two types of wrapping paper here. The purple wrapping paper, which I will denote with this purple color, and I'll make our pen size a little bigger. So our purple wrapping paper, that costs 0.04 cent or $4, so 4 cents per inch squared. Our checkered wrapping paper is 6 cents per square inch. So we'll denote that with this, and we will write it like this. Ooh, let's undo that. Inch squared. Okay. What else do we know? So we've written down the cost of our two types of wrapping paper. So we know that the box we're putting our present in has dimensions 7 inches by 4 by 11. And we've written that right over here, so we're good with that information. So 7 inches, that's what these quotation marks mean. And we know that the box costs $7.32. So let's write that down. We'll put that in green. So box cost is equal to $7.32. Okay. If our friend's present costs $14.99, so we'll write that in pink because presents are exciting and so is pink. So present cost is equal to $14.99. $14.99. Okay. And we have $40 to spend. Awesome. So we've written down everything that we know about this problem. So perfect, awesome. What is step 2? Let's review that. So step 2. Ooh, that is a very funky parentheses. There we go. So step 2. Determine what the problem is asking you to find. So what we're being asked to find is which wrapping paper we can afford to purchase with a limit of $40. So we can either buy the checkered wrapping paper, the purple wrapping paper, or we can even afford to buy either or wrapping paper. We can buy the purple or we can buy the checkered. It doesn't matter because it's within our $40 budget. So let's figure out how we can write that down. So we want to know, want to know, WTK, which wrapping paper we can afford. So I'm going to abbreviate that as which wrapping paper And then for affording, because we're a little short on room, we're going to put a $sign. So which wrapping paper can we afford? That's what this $sign means. So let's think about this for a second. We already know how much the present costs, and we already know how much the box costs. So we can subtract that from our $40 spending limit. So let's put this in a different color. We'll go orange. So we have $40 minus the cost of our box, which is $7.32. Put a little $sign there. And then minus the cost of the present, which is equal, let's undo that, which is $14.99. Awesome. So that, once we subtract everything from each other, that ends up being $17.69. So this is the amount of money we have to spend on wrapping paper. Perfect. So let's scroll down a little bit. Actually, before we do that, I'm going to copy and paste this box because I think we are going to run out of some room and we're going to have to scroll down. So we'll put that box there and let's scroll down. Perfect. So we know we can spend $17.69 on wrapping paper. So step 3, we filter through our information and determine what information is relevant to what we are trying to find. So basically, all we're doing here is we are finding what information will be helpful in determining what wrapping paper we can afford. So let's take a peek back at this. We need to know the costs of our wrapping paper. That is relevant. And then we also need to know what? We need to look at the dimensions of our box. This is because surface area involves the surface, the total area of our entire figure, in this case our rectangular prism. So we need to calculate the surface area of this box using these dimensions. So our relevant information that we need to include is, we'll put 0.0, we'll go 6 because this is checkered, so $0.06 per inch squared for checkered. I'll put checkered. And then if we look at purple, that is 0.04 inches, or 0.4 cents per square inch for purple. I'll make that just a very large pen size. And that's supposed to be a 4, not a faux. Okay, so we know this, and then we also know our dimensions, which are written right here. So perfect. So step 4. Step 3, we've written down all of our information for our problem that we're trying to solve. So step 4 is determining which formulas are relevant to the problem at hand. So we are wrapping a present. Our instinct, we are wrapping the outside, keyword, we are wrapping the outside of a three-dimensional object. That should scream surface area at you. So, let's back up. Sorry about that. So, step 4. Let's make that black. Did not go. 4. We are looking for the surface area of this box. So, surface area of a rectangular prism is 2 length times width plus 2 length times height plus 2 width times height. Perfect. So that's one formula we need. So now what we need is we need to also look at cost. So we need to think of how to calculate the cost of an object. So if we look at our purple wrapping paper, we know that it costs $0.04 for every square inch. So in order to calculate how much our purple wrapping paper will cost for our present, what we need to do is we need to take, all right, purple cost and that's going to be equal to, let's undo that, 4 cents per inch squared times our surface area. And the reason that is because our surface area, again, is the total amount of wrapping paper that we need to completely cover our box. And so surface area is in inches squared. So when we write that, let's undo that parentheses. So that'll be in inches squared. This inches squared is going to cancel with this inches squared, and we're going to be left with just dollars here. So, perfect. So now if we do our checkered cost, we'll put that in green. So we'll put checkered. And that's equal to $0.06 per inch squared times surface area. So now we're on step 5, which is just plugging in all of our given information to our formulas. So we know that our surface area formula is, let's undo that a little bit. So surface area is equal to 2 times our length, which is 7 inches, times our width, which is 4 inches, plus 2 times 4 inches plus times 11 inches plus 2 times 7 inches times 4 inches. And when you calculate that out, that ends up being 298 inches squared. Now looking at the cost of our purple wrapping paper, which I just denoted dot and then $, that's equal to 0.04 inches squared times 298 inches squared. So the inches squared is going to cancel with the inches squared. Take 0.04 times 298, and that's going to give us $11.92. So we denoted the cost of our checkered paper with the green color. So the cost of the checkered paper is $0.06 times 298 inches squared. So the inches squared is going to cancel. 298 times 0.06 is 1788. So we know we had $17.69 left to spend on wrapping paper. So let's see which wrapping paper we can afford. So $17.69 minus $11.92 for the purple wrapping paper. That leaves us with $5.77. Now if we look at the checkered wrapping paper, we have $17.69 minus $17.88. So that's going to leave us with a negative 0.17 deficit. So we should buy the purple wrapping paper because that is the wrapping paper we can actually afford. So there you have it. I hope this example helps you with your own problem solving skills. Thank you.